So it's been a while since we looked at a generator, but I came across one where we're staying at, and it's a Winco PSS12H. It's a propane power generator. You can see the connection to a propane tank. I'm not sure how many gallons that is, but it's a lot. Any event, someone out there will know. So looking at this, it's connected to a transfer switch inside, an automatic transfer switch. It is automatic. We'll take a look at it. I always liked Wincos because they're very good quality. It's a couple of feet across, about 3.5, 4 feet across by about 2.5 feet. And we'll take a look at it. Okay, so all these generators are basically the same. They're just an engine and an alternator. That's it. So we'll take a look at it. There's the power to the starter, 12 volts from the battery, bunch of other connections. This is probably some kind of overheat line. No, or maybe a gas pressure sensor. Because it's requiring, if you look at it, 7 inches of water column pressure, which is not that much. 4-ounce PSI. The max is 11 inches of water column. So my guess is this wire here, if you can see it, is a sensor, and it's going to check to make sure it has those minimum requirements. The rest of it is, let's take a look. Bunch of wiring, 12 volts. What does this go to? Here's the ground, more grounds. What does this go to? It says 12 volts. Huh. Without breaking anything. Maybe it's a fuse, maybe a heat fuse. Breaks the connection if there's a fire. That's what I would guess. Okay, so what kind of engine is this? Is it a Winco? Oh, no, right here. I don't think they make it. Winco. Yeah, it's Honda. Nice Honda. So you're getting a Winco alternator, which is a very high quality alternator, and they're pairing it with a Honda engine, which is a very high quality engine. So it's a nice package here. This looks like maybe an oil thing. It's not used, but you could get the oil out of there. There's the starter, of course. Engine, you add oil here. Not that easy to get in because there's a cover. But I think with a bendable funnel, you could get it in. This is the exhaust. Here's I forgot what that is. It controls the speed of the engine. At this turn, it's not letting me turn it. Anyway, but that controls the RPMs. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, you can see over there is the muffler. It's a nice little package here. Anything else to look at? Let's take a look. All right, so we'll go around. And hold on. Okay, so on this side, exhaust, more of the exhaust. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so it's a good generator, partially because it has an oil filter. And that's going to extend the life of the engine. It's very important, especially when you're running these engines for a long time, to have that oil filter, because it's going to take out all the particulates and let the engine run longer. It'll extends the life of the engine. The cheaper engines don't have that, and it's a negative, but it's fine. And wherever there's an oil filter, there's a way to drain the oil. If you look, must be a oil temp. I don't know. Either oil level sensor or oil temperature sensor. Looks to me like an oil level sensor. I guess if there's no oil at all, then it shuts it off. Seems like it's a low space to have to shut it off at. But in any event, this probably is an easy, just turn it and then you can just drain the oil, which is nice. So I am impressed. Actually, there's also here, this is an oil cooler, which is going to allow the oil to cool, which is great. And there's exhaust over here from the alternator, which is hot, but it's also going to blow past this oil cooler and it's going to work together. It's really a nice design. You know, I am impressed. Here is the spark plug. It's a I think a 2-cylinder engine. That's what I would guess. What do you think it is? 5 kilowatts? 7 kilowatts? One or the other. Let's close this up. Nice system here. And probably low voltage lines, the high voltage lines coming out. These are connected to the communication lines to the transfer switch. They communicate. This unit can start automatically. Let me just take a look. I just wanted to see. It is 2-cylinder, right? Yeah, here's the other cylinder. So it's nice. You know, if I knew how big the engine was, I could tell you how many kilowatts it is. But just looking at the rough size of it, it looks like it's shy of a one. It's not a 1-liter engine, I don't think. So if it's maybe half a liter. So it's probably, maybe it is a 7 or 10 kilowatt generator. I'm not sure. Somebody will look it up. Okay, so in any event, that's pretty much all there is to look on this side. I think that's for vapor or something. All right, let me take a look. Let's see what else there is. Okay, so then on this side, you have some more for the alternator to cool off its vent. Here's the battery, standard 12-volt battery. Anything else? It's been in service a couple of years already. I see 460 hours, 856 hours. So now let's take a look at this. So there's 2 fuses, and it says 1,461 hours. That's a lot. 240, it's about 40 days, right? 1,000, no, it's more. It's like, it's about, I don't know, my math's not that good, but 24 hours in a day, 10 of those days is 240. So there's like 5 groups of 240. So it's been on a lot. It's been like on for like 6 weeks. That's a lot. They must lose power here a lot. Okay, so there's a 50 amp power disconnect, which is useful. It's interesting. So it's 50 amp. Let's see. It can't be. It's got to be. Oh, wait, over there. Hold on. There's some markings on the generator there, on the alternator. Maybe I could blow it up later. I don't know what it says. I can't see from here. Huh, it's blocked. Maybe I can see it. 12 kVA. There's no radiator here. So that limits the size of the generator. 12 kilovolt amps. I don't remember if there's 12 kilowatts. I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Huh. In this light, it's hard to see. Volts 120, 240. Alright. It says the type is an S20FS-160. Alright, so we'll look it up and see what exactly this is. So, looking at the switches, it's either on or off. I guess you could shut it off. And then there's start, run. It's in auto mode. Maybe we can just give a quick start just to see what this is like. And then we'll put it back in. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to flip the switch, but I want you guys to see it from the engine side. Okay. Ready, set, now. Anything happen? Oh, maybe I got to push it up to start. Well, it didn't really start. Let's try one more time. Well, something's not working with this generator. It's a nice starter down there, pretty beefy. So it looks like there may be some issue with this generator. I'm just visiting here, so I don't want to raise too many issues. But it looks like, it sounds to me like a fuel issue, like it's just not getting fuel. So that could be the problem. I'll try it one more time. All right, well, we couldn't get it working, but this is not a repair video, but just to take a look at it, it is interesting. And it could just be that, or the oil is low. That's not getting it to start, but see what you think. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.